Hello, my name is Vincent Pena, and this is Blue Hive versus Red Hive. So, to begin off, what is Bee Swarm Simulator? Bee Swarm Simulator is a game within Roblox where a player's objective is to collect as much pollen as possible, which then would be converted into honey. Honey is used to get items such as tools, different items, and also to buy more bees that can be added to a hive. But when it comes to hive colors, like red versus blue, pollen and honey are used as a measurement to compete with other players. So why did I choose blue versus red hive as my project? So as a Bee Swarm Simulator player, at my current level in the beginning of the project, my next step in progression would to be select a hive color of my own. So I knew that within the community, the players would always argue what hive color is most optimal and which one is better. So I decided to research this argument and find out which hive color best suits my playstyle. So what makes a hive color? A hive color isn't just the bees. A hive color would consist of the bee composition, the tools needed, the mask, the amulets, and most importantly, the Supreme Star amulet. When it comes down to statistics and performance whilst collecting pollen, red hive items outclass blue hive items in almost every category except the beehive composition. So, but which is better? When it comes down to pollen collection and multipliers, red hive outshines blue hive significantly, collecting way more pollen than blue hive ever could. But this is a battle between honey collection, not pollen collection. Due to Blue Hive's mythic bees abilities, Blue Hive is able to store more pollen, and by switching mask, Blue Hive can utilize two different mask abilities to get a higher pollen convert rate than Red Hive. By the end of the day, Red Hive pollen collection is still too much and will still outperform Blue Hive in honey per hour. But wait, there's more. Even though Red Hive makes more money per hour or more honey, it doesn't mean it's better. Since Red Hive players farm in the pepper patch, that means they cannot collect as strawberries because pepper patch does not give strawberries to get Red Hive mythic bees and gear. But Blue Hive players farm in the pine field, and pine field gives a bunch of blueberries. Blueberries are helpful for Blue Hive because Blue Hives can be used to get mythic bees and tools, which means that Blue Hive is cheaper and easier to obtain early on, which makes it better. But if it's cheaper, doesn't that make it worse? Another thing to consider is macros. Macros practically run Bee Swarm Simulator. Macroing is the ability to play the game without playing the game and letting the player's computer do all the work. People who macro in Bee Swarm Simulator can make 100 trillion honey a day without doing anything. Since a red hive will focus on precision-based pollen collection by staying in flames for various buffs, it can make it really difficult to macro as a red hive. Blue Hive, however, spread bubbles across the field that only have to be touched by a player once to collect the pollen. And this is how top players rose to the leaderboards, and they did it with blue, not red. So our conclusion. So in the end, Blue Hive versus Red Hive is kind of a tie. Red Hive has a better honey collection power, but Blue Hive is always able to farm with the help of macros. But as the most recent update, previous #1 record holders and average players, Blue Hive is superior to Red Hive due to its cheaper cost and easier playability. So, challenges. Most of the challenge I faced was finding proper documents that related to Bee Swarm Simulator, and because a lot of people didn't write about Bee Swarm Simulator than I thought they would. But a lot of success that I found was a lot of information that I got was from actually YouTube videos. And since it was YouTube videos, it was a lot easier to retain, and there was a lot of information on YouTube videos. And something that I will probably take from this project into other school is probably not base an entire project on a Roblox game again.